Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. So in this video, we're going to be talking about limiting beliefs. We've been talking about that for a while, limiting identities and shifting out of those. I'm going to talk about something specific with a specific example that I learned, and that'll hopefully help because, giving real examples deepens it every time we talk about real examples, how to apply things. I mean, it's so easy to talk conceptually, but then when we start to apply it in our real lives, then we're like, oh my goodness, okay, this is a whole new level. Um, this is the limiting belief that I had, and I'm using the word had very specifically. I'm not sure if I still have it, but I'm going to say had because words have power. Um, that don't, I want to be with certain people because my pace of growth is faster when I'm with them. And if I'm on my own, then I'm too slow, and maybe that person will grow at a much faster pace, and that brings me, like, this sense of like, okay, I'm not good enough because I am not able to grow as fast. So I kind of latch on to people sometimes because I want to grow faster, and that happens more when I'm talking to the person, and I am seeing the person's like really fast growth, especially when I'm with very fast growing people. Then I want to be with them and I don't want to let go. And once I have let gone, once I'm no longer talking to the person, or there's been a shift, maybe they've moved away or whatever, and I'm not having those conversations, then I'm okay on my own. When I'm on my own, I'm okay. But when I'm with someone who is fast growing, then all of those fears come up to the surface. It's like I need to grow as fast as them, otherwise I'm not good enough. You know. So that's what I want to talk about. I don't know. If that is a limiting belief that you are facing also, but if you're facing that, then basically the way that works for me is to disengage for a little bit, even though it feels really wrong at that moment. It's like I'm growing so much, I can't disengage because then my growth will stop. Like this growth is worth everything, I need to be engaged with this person. But no, the good thing in that moment is to disengage, because otherwise the person is also feeling this like hooking of the tentacles into them, and they're feeling that pressure. So disengage for a little bit and allow yourself to come back to this place where, like, okay, I am growing at my own pace, whatever that pace is, it's okay. So we know all of this stuff so well, right? Don't compare with others. Like, how many millions of times have we heard this? But when it comes to certain things, certain situations, I mean, yeah, sure, I don't compare myself with others, like the house that I have, the whatever, like the where I live, or the car I have. Like, I don't care. I couldn't care less. But about this thing, I do. So I can't just say I don't compare myself. I mean, I did. I've always thought I don't compare myself to other people. Of course, I don't do that. But there are things, there are aspects are that get to me. Not everything gets to me. The money doesn't get to me, but there are some things that do get to me, and this is very much one of them. Growth, like the speed of growth, the rate of growth. Where we are in our lives, where I am in my life, based on growth, personal growth related stuff, spiritual growth related stuff, that I do care about, and I do compare, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this person's growing so much faster than me and I'm not good enough. So yes, disengage from the person for a little bit, however long you need to. It's fine. Just disengage. I mean, it doesn't have to be this big thing like, oh, whatever. It's just like, okay, I'm busy in my life right now, and let's talk later. Just that kind of thing. Not like, I have to take a break from you, like, not like that, but just like, okay, I need a little bit of time. I'm going through some stuff right now, and I need some time to process it. That's it. If you need to tell the person, then yeah, that's that, you just say that. And work on becoming okay with your own pace of growth. And so then when you're with the person and when you're growing much faster, then it's like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, right? This is so amazing. And then, okay, then you withdraw a little bit again. Like basically don't allow yourself to get addicted. And when you find yourself getting addicted, pull yourself away from that addiction. Even if that addiction feels really good, it's like growth related addiction. I need this. But whenever you get into this addiction mode and I need this kind of thing, then you're latching onto the person, and the person is feeling it. It's not good for them. It's not good for you. It's not good for them. So break your addictive patterns, even if it comes under the guise of like, this is amazing. Break it unless you know for certain that it is healthy, in that the other person is also very eager to associate, because the other person is also very eager to grow and they're also finding that growth or whatever. So if you're certain about that, then do it. Like, which, and the way to do it is basically, are you both reaching out to each other, or are you the one reaching out to the person more? So that makes it pretty clear, where they are and where you are. And even then you can set boundaries around your own time. I'm going to talk maybe, or I'm going to reach out once a week, or maybe, or whatever, whatever you feel. But don't come from a place of addiction, is what I'm saying. It is great to have growth. It is wonderful, absolutely wonderful, phenomenal to hang out with people who are growth oriented, but don't be addicted to that. Have, or like in a good, I mean, don't be addicted in the sense in where it is affecting the other person. They're like, this is too much, that way. Even if they're not showing it in that moment, they'll feel it, and then it'll go downhill from there. So yeah, yeah, that's it for this video. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots of personal growth. Radhe Radhe.